Hello dear students, very good morning all of you. Here I am going to start the next topic of class 8 physics, that is chapter 3rd and part 3rd. Okay, this chapter is basically we have to understand the force and pressure. Okay, in previous video we have learned about force, dear. What did force affect moment? There we have learned. We have also done some numericals on moment. Okay. Now I am moving to the next topic, that is called as pressure. Okay. First, try to understand about the pressure. Okay. Listen here. I have taught you in the first chapter about the states of matter. Okay, there is a kinetic theory of gases over there, a topic named kinetic theory of gases over there. Okay, kinetic theory of gases states that all the molecules or particles of matter are in the random motion, that is either in gas or liquid. Okay, though solid also, they are in random motion and they collide with each other. Particularly you feel in the container containing liquid, the molecules are randomly moving from here and there, and they are colliding to the walls of the container, means exerting some force on the container. That means they are applying some pressure on the walls of the container. So just I am going to start the term pressure means. Okay, force acting on a unit area of a surface is known as pressure. Dear, whatever be the unit area where I am going to apply some force, that is called as pressure. For example, if you have a pencil or pen in your hand, try to do this activity. Put the nib of pencil or pen on the one hand and on the one finger, and the other part is on another finger, and try to push, try to apply some pressure between these two fingers. You will find that there will be a pain in one finger where there is nib. Why over there is a pain? Why there is no in this finger? It is only because of pressure here. As area is very less, the surface area of this nib is very less, the effect of force is more over there. That's why when we use a hammer to pin a nail on the wall or somewhere, we use, there might you have seen that on the nib of the nail there is a sharp edge, there is a less area. Okay, just it is used to find the effect of force on the surface. What it means? It means pressure. Pressure is used to find the effect of force on the surface. Means that whatever be the surface, whatever be the force you are applying, the effect which is caused to the surface was calculated by the pressure. Okay, when force acts on a small area, the effect of force will be more, means pressure will be more. Here effect of force means pressure. Do you understand? When force acts on a large area, the effect of force will be less. As you have seen that in this activity, the effect on the nib side is more, while the effect on this side having a larger area has less. Okay, these two lines state that. Now force is here it will be a pressure. Okay dear, pressure is calculated. Pressure is calculated by dividing force by the area of surface on which it acts. Okay, simply the formula for pressure will be pressure is equal to force upon area. Force upon area. Do you understand? Force has a unit, SI unit, that is Newton, and area has a SI unit, meter square. I have taught you in the previous chapters. Okay? So the pressure is equal to force upon area. You have to remember this formula. Okay? You means write it in short. P for pressure, A for force, and A for area. Okay. Force can be applied in any direction on the surface. Let's suppose that this is the surface, this board is surface. You might apply force directly in this way. You might apply the force directly in this way, from up, from down. Okay, you may apply force in any direction, but from any direction of the board, and it will what? There will be a pressure exerted on the board. Okay. But what if pressure is applied perpendicular to the surface? Perpendicular to the surface means at 90 degree. This surface is plane and I am applying this as it is. It is making 90 degree with the surface. That is called as perpendicular. Okay. When force is applied perpendicularly to the surface, this force is called as thrust. You have to understand here. Thrust is a force, not pressure. Thrust is a force which is applied to the surface perpendicularly. So, if anyone asks you to confuse you, what is the unit of thrust? You always use Newton. Because thrust is another name of force. Which type of force? The perpendicular force. When a perpendicular force applied to the surface, or the force applied to the surface is a perpendicular, will be called as thrust. Understand? There might be any confusion that thrust and pressure is the same. No, thrust and force is same. Okay. So, if the force is applied perpendicular to the surface, then it is known as thrust. So, this formula will be changed as pressure is equal to force upon area. By replacing force, you might put thrust, because thrust is a pressure. Thrust is a force, a special force which is perpendicular force. So, thrust upon area. Do you understand here? So, we have got a formula for pressure. Pressure is equal to force upon area. Means pressure directly proportional to force and inversely proportional to area. If you increase force, pressure will increase. Why? If you increase area, pressure will decrease. If you decrease area, pressure will be increased. Okay? Dear student, if we increase inversely proportional, pressure and area is inversely proportional. If we increase area, if you increase area, pressure will decrease. If you decrease area, pressure will increase. There is an inverse relation between pressure and area. You have to learn it. Okay? If you increase area, pressure will decrease. If you decrease area, pressure will increase. Okay, that's why I have mentioned here. Pressure is directly proportional to force, while pressure is inversely proportional to area. Now, the SI unit of pressure is Newton meter square. Why Newton meter square? Because SI unit of force is Newton, while SI unit of area is meter square, and force, the ratio of force and area is pressure, so it becomes Newton for force and meter square for area, so it becomes Newton per meter square, or you may write at Newton meter inverse square. Okay dear? So the SI unit of pressure is Newton meter inverse square. It is also known as Pascal. This Newton meter inverse square is called as, by a name, it is called as Pascal. Okay? The pressure exerted by a force on a Newton by a force of 1 Newton on the surface area of 1 meter square is called as 1 Pascal. If anyone asks you define 1 Pascal, how will you define? You will define as when a 1 Newton force is exerted on a unit surface area, that time the pressure exerted on the surface area will be called as 1 Pascal. Dear, so as we know that pressure is equal to force upon area, if I am putting force by 1 Newton, I replace force by 1 Newton and area by 1 meter square, we will get 1 Pascal. Means 1 Pascal is equal to 1 Newton by 1 meter square. The bigger unit of pressure is kilopascal. You should understand. What do you mean by kilo? If I am saying that 1 kilo mobile, it means that 1000 mobiles. You should understand. 1 kilogram, it means that 1000 gram. You should understand. So 1 kilopascal, it means that 1000 pascal here. So 1 kilopascal is equal to 1000 pascal. If force is in kgf and area is in meter, the unit of pressure will be kgf centimeter. kgf per centimeter square or kgf centimeter inverse square. Okay dear. So in the next class we will move to another parts, factors affecting pressure. So I have discussed the factors affecting pressure. Basically pressure is affected by two things, force and area. If you will increase force, there will be increase in pressure. If you will decrease force, definitely there will be decrease in pressure. If you will increase area, there will be decrease in pressure. Where if you will decrease area, there will be increase in pressure. Okay, so I hope that you are able to understand these topics. If you have any problem, please ask me during Google class, and please pause the video, write this topic with whatever I have noted on the board. Please write it down so you will get a rough idea about the topic I have taught you in this video. Thank you dear.